What's going on, everybody? This is the LA Mamba channel. It is March 23, 2023, and this channel is about the tire shop business and multiple streams of income. So here we go. Recently, I've heard about this one chat. Well, it's not a chat. It's actually it's like a Google search. Not a chat. Sorry. It's but from AI, right? You know, that new technology that's like super smart. And I've been just messing around with it. Let's see what this is all about. So I would just like input like information, and then they'll tell me the information like real fast. So like, just an example, I'll put like 2020 Lakers season, right? And they'll put like, oh yeah, the score was like, I'm sorry, the record was like 57 and like 12 or something, and the Lakers went to the bubble in that year because of the pandemic, and the Lakers won a championship, right? So it's pretty much a smarter version of Google. That's the way I got. Like, I'll just input information, it'll get it really fast to me, and but smart in a smarter way though. And I was like, all right, let's try tire shop stuff, right? Because it only goes up to September 2021. So I was just like putting tire shop stuff, and then it didn't have like almost any information about tire shop stuff. Like, I was just like seeing like, oh, like business plan, right? Like, to me, it's like kind of any other business you start. It's like you make a business plan, but it had just like a little bit more detail, like tire machines and balancers, but not much detail. It was just like a little bit more, but it pretty much didn't have anything. It just like I already suspected. I'm like, this thing's not gonna have much on tires, because on Google, I mean, look, tire shop stuff on Google is not much. I mean, just like some things, but it's not really in real life. Is like, if you're going to school for real estate and you got to get your real estate license, and so you study the real estate course to get your real estate license, and then you take your exam by the state, you pass it, and then boom, the real life. And the real life has nothing to do with all that stuff that just happened on the real estate course. Well, same thing with the AI and the tire shop stuff. I was like, yeah, there's nothing on here, man. There's like no one's talking about this stuff, right? So I was thinking about the tire shop business, that it never goes out of style. It's always gonna be current with the times when it comes to the business. Now, when it comes to physically looking at the tire shops, like, no one has really like upgraded their stuff, man. And the reason is people don't have to. They don't gotta spend the money. They just gotta paint it a little bit, keep it clean, and sauce. That's it. So the buildings and the tire shops still look like they're from the 1970s. They're just very plain. There's no need to upgrade them. When it comes to the physical locations, it's just the same old thing. But the machines, of course, have gotten better. Of course, everything with the inventory is like way more inventory now when it comes to the numbers. It's not just like many years from now. Every year you go back, there's like less sizes available, like less numbers. And as more years go by, there's more sizes. So next year, there's gonna be even more sizes than this year. Let's just say it's even one or two more, but year after that, it's gonna be one or two more. Let's just say. So they're just the car companies, man. They're the ones that are doing this on purpose to make it harder for everybody when it comes to like, that's not a dealer. It just makes it a little bit more trickier, but you gotta find the way. You gotta experiment on your own. Just an example, like run flats, when those things start coming out, and even years after, you know, people didn't think they were patchable, and they would tell everybody, hey, the dealers would tell them, you know, the tire's not patchable, you got a nail, you got to buy a new one. How much is this tire? $350. They're like, what? Right? So then you come to like tire shops and like, can you patch this? Yes, how much? Whatever, $20, right? Oh, thank you, you saved me. They lied to me over there. It's like, yeah, they did. You can patch fucking run flats, no problem. You know, they don't recommend it, but they just don't recommend it. That's it. It's just like, it's the same exact thing as a regular tire. I recommend it. But anyways, they do things like that, and now like they're coming up with the foams. If you go to the newer like Tesla tires, they have all this foam inside. So what happens is, when you leave them outside in the rain, you know, foam, you know, gets filled with water, right? And so you can't put a tire like that with water in the rim. Is gonna vibrate like crazy. You can't even put water in there, like it doesn't work, right? So what you do is, what I do is, I just take out the foam and that's it. You just gotta go around these things. It's just, you know, it doesn't. If you go on the balancing machine and the balancing machine, you just, you know, regular balancing, that's it. Nothing happens, you know. So they do things on purpose just to like make it harder for everybody, and they try to get the business. But in reality, a tire is a tire, and they're not gonna be able to do nothing about it. That won't allow anybody like us to do work on the vehicles when it comes not to being the dealer. They have done a little tricky things with the TPMS sensors, that you have to use original sensors, or you have to go to the dealer on very expensive cars, like, I don't know, like some Land Rovers and stuff like that, or Ferraris. I don't know what cars, because I haven't came across any of those situations. But I have heard through the people that do the service on them when it comes to that. But besides that, the tire business ain't gonna stop. You know, you get a flat or a blowout or a nail on a Sunday, and there's tire shops open. Well, guess what? They can help you out. You don't have to go to a dealer, right? You can still, I guess, take that, you know, business away from dealers, I guess you can say. But yeah, there's been a lot of changes when it comes to, like I was saying, the sizes. There's just so many brands now. It's you can't keep up. Just don't even try to keep up. Just go with what you got, and that's it. You get this size. You got that size. Okay, great. Focus on those to sell them and move on. If you have you know, big future plans, then what you do is you just keep buying, and whatever sells, and I guess, you know, sales is kind of like secondary, like it is for me right now. Sales is not really that important like it was many years when I was starting out. Right now it's like about growth, like and not only growth with the tire shop business, but growth with my real estate business when it comes to my portfolio. So that's more important right now, and also paying off debt. Sales come secondary right now for me. So, you know, if you can, you know, and I guess if you were able to get a very good source of tires consistently, then you're gonna actually like kind of drop everything. You're like, man, this is too good. You're gonna keep going with it, right? You're just gonna keep pushing it, just keep growing, that's if but it just doesn't fall in your lap. By the way, you have to like build your source. You have to like nurture your relationship with again, who has the tires is the new tire wholesaler. So you have to go and build a strong relationship with those people or person, and from there you're gonna be able to get lots of tires at a good price. But talking about sales, we have been very, very busy when it comes to work. A lot of sales. I mean, all kinds of sizes. 245 70 16, even the rare stuff like that. You know, 225 50 17s, 215 55 17s I've been selling. 185 65 14s, a bunch of those for some reason. Just weird stuff been selling lately. 245 50 20 is just some weird stuff. 215 45 17s. We have of course 205 55 16s selling. 215 85 16s, new ones. 225 70 19 5s. What else? 225 55 19s new. We sold a bunch of 225 65 17s, new and used. A bunch of them. What else been selling a lot? 19s, 275 40 19s, 245 55 19s, 255 50 19s. 245 45 20s. Okay, just look at my trash pile, see what we've been selling. See, like, let you guys know. 265 70 16s. 235 40 19s. Man, just all kinds of stuff. Let me see what else. 225 40 18s. 225 35 20s. Weird one. 265 35 19s. Sold 3 new. It was 2 Pirellis and 1. The one was a General. So we have like a bunch of stuff just laying around. The tire shop business, man, is just like random people just like come and buy tires because because the cars is just like so random, period. Like, you know, back in the day it used to be a lot of like 15s, 16s, right? A bunch of cars that had 205 55 16, 195 65 15s, and then of course like 235 70, like, you know, all the common stuff. But now that it ain't no more dominate of the same stuff over and over. Now it's just a whole bunch of different cars, and all those cars have like different sizes. So, you know, my recommendation to you is just get everything, man. It's just all kinds of stuff you're gonna come your way, and even old stuff, man. Like the old stuff still doesn't go away. Like the 215 75 17.5s, there's still demand for those. 245 70 19.5s. You know, I even got people asking me for 245 75 22.5s. I'm like, man, those are super old stuff, man. It's like, but they still does demand. By the way, I don't have those. I sold all mine. I'm like, I'm not gonna get more. You know, we can change the size of anything, right? We'll just change the size to like 255 70 22.5s, you know, something more common. New truck tires, man, they've been selling a lot. 11 22.5s, 295 75 22.5s, which I keep over here. You know, I sell, then I order more. So I just got these in right here, these 4. So I sold them, but we gotta put them back there. 265 70 17s, been selling. I got a set of 4 Falcon in the front of the shop that are waiting for a customer. I ordered him yesterday. He's gonna come tomorrow. Yeah, it's very random stuff, man. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not the same thing over and over. It's a lot of everything. It's just, well, actually, it's a good amount of everything. Different sizes. 235 45 17s. 245 47. I sold the guy 4 different brands, brand new. 245 40 17s. I mean, there's just random stuff, man. It ain't like it used to be. People right now are going after the good deal. So it's like, okay, if we order 4 new of the same, let's say it's 120 a tire, and then if I get a MIPE discount on like better quality brands, but like all singles, I can give it to them like $100 each. So they're like, give me the 4 for the 400, and they even get like better brands. So people are really looking after the deals right now. It's very uncertain times. There's people losing their jobs. They're watching what they're spending, and so they're really going for the cheapest stuff. So like, example, they're like, oh yeah, how much is the 235 45 18? And then I was like, 120. And then they say, do you have anything cheaper? And then I was like, yeah, I got these. So look at, we have those hand cooks over here. So you can just check it out real quick. See that? And then we're like, okay, yeah, I got something cheaper over here. I don't know if they sold them. Let me check. Yeah, they sold 2, or no, they didn't sell 2. But the point is, like, I was like 110 each, right? This empty, 235 40. So like, and they still didn't buy them. I just saw them right now. The other ones are right there. But the point is, people are looking for cheaper stuff, inexpensive tires. Yeah, so that's where everything's headed to right now. So check it out. The tire shop business, you can do whatever you want when it comes to your location. You're not always gonna be busy, as in yourself, but your guys should be all the time, like cutting tires and cleaning and mounting tires. But as the owner, you can have some free time, learn about like real estate investing, or network while you have free time on your phone with people collecting numbers from, or build your cars. Like me, I like to build my cars. So recently I put in this K member. I took out the motor, and this one came off my old car, my Black Mamba. So now I'm putting this in the Firebird. So this one's an NA K member from BMR. But the point is, when it was taken out, or because all the power, it tweaks a little bit, it was like really like a little bit of crooked. Let's just say a little bit. It wouldn't line up on the bolts. So what I did was I was just like hammering away to make it fit, and I had to do a little welding on this side because it broke because of hammering. And I had there's these brackets right here, right? So this is to hold the bolt right here. So then this one over here, it fell in the frame, right? It fell in all the way over here. So I was like, oh, I can't get it out. And I had to like cut a hole on this side, and then take it out to there, and then weld it back up. So back in the day, I was not able to do this kind of stuff. I just didn't, wasn't, cutting stuff, welding stuff. Back then it's like, I wasn't good at that kind of stuff. So, but the point is, little by little, I've been getting, practice, which is like, cut, weld a little here, put this, put that on my own cars, take out the motor, put in the motor. So after like 10 times of doing this, little by little, you get better every single time. And now I'm confident. Now I surprise myself, man. Looking back, I was never able to do this kind of stuff back then, or be scared of where's this gonna go, where that's gonna go. And but now getting better at it, and I still got a long ways to go compared to like my friends. But the point is, I can do a lot of stuff on my own, and put motors back in together, and just continue to learn. But it's the same thing for everything. The real estate business, the tire shop business. Every time you're getting better, and you'll surprise yourself too. Like as you get better. In my case, more inventory. Surprised me. Like, man, this is a lot of stuff that I've never had before, and it's just like more sales. So you're like, wow, I've been selling a lot more. My income has went up, and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. But look, let me tell you something. To be honest, there's a lot of other businesses that will make more money than the tire shop business. You know, it's just whatever you like to do, right? It's like, if you love the tire shop business, you're gonna stick to it, or you're gonna build one. But just an example, like on a Sunday, you know, my nephew barely started, you know, selling on Amazon, right? He's just a new guy. He's like, he's 20 years old. He just got into it, and he started putting in work. I mean, there's everything. It's all different, right? It's all about how much you hustle too. But there is differences, because, you know, on Sunday, you know, we're all messing with his car. I'll even show you his car. You know, his old little car, and we're just like, you know, what I did was I put a new fuel pump, I put new spark plugs, and I put new spark plug wires on the thing. And you know, it still didn't work. There's still problems, so I was just like, let's leave it there, and we'll have the mechanic in the store check it out when the weekday comes. So yeah, we just left it there. That's the little car right there. But you know, it was just like, for me, it was like, what, 5 hours of like working on the car. You know, it's because I like it. You know, I like to like help people and stuff like that, my family, you know. And let's see if we can make it work on one day. And it didn't work, by the way. You know, I think the motor's no good. That's what I think. I'm not sure, but check it out. So he's like, oh, look, my Amazon, I'm signing, you know, it was like, it started at 300 sales for the day. Then it was like at 600. And then by the end of the day, it was like 1,000. By the time we were closing up, I'm like, oh shit. You know, my total sales here at the tire shop was like about $1,200 or something like that. And then by the end of the night, he texted me, look, he texted me a screenshot of what he said, was like $2,000. And I was like, man, you know, Amazon doesn't close. It's 24 hours, 7 days a week. It just sells. And you know, tire shop business, we open and close shop. And so like, when it comes to like incomes and other types of businesses, there's a lot better stuff out there. But you know, we're gonna stick to what we like, what we love. And yeah, I do want to start other businesses, and I'm working on it right now. But I'm not, you know, stopping from this business right here. I love it. It's very consistent with the income. It's a need. You know, we help a lot of people out. A lot of people tell me, oh man, thank you, man, you saved my life. I don't know why they say that. They just say, oh man, thank you, man, you saved my life. You know, like they can't find tires anywhere, or like, you know, other places are very expensive. They say they go like Firestone, and it's like, you know, how much is a 4 new tires? $1 million. But you know, they come here and get a great deal over here. So we, you know, small tire shop, you know, Llanteritas tire shop businesses, you know, we do really really good for the community. I remember back in the day with my dad, you know, my dad used to do this, and he was out real cheap to like, you know, by the way, I'll get to that right now, by the way, when it comes to the cheap part. But he will go real cheap when it comes to like some people that really couldn't afford it. Like, I mean, by the way, there's some that really can't, and they do really need your help, and cool, you know, those are awesome. You help them out, and you know, it's all good, man. It's like, you know, probably like 1 out of 200 customers or something like that. You know what I mean? But there's other people that are just very cheapskates, and you know, that's a different story. But he would, like, you know, give tires real cheap, or even give them away sometimes, you know, but lower tread tires, whatever. And I was like, to me, it was like, man, that's my dad's form of giving, right? Of course, he'll give to us as a family when it comes to knowledge and core values, and, you know, respect people, respect women, respect older people, respect everybody pretty much in this world. No one's better than anybody in this world, you know. But I saw the way he was giving was, you know, with the very inexpensive tires. That's his way of giving. But let me go into, now that we've touched the topic, let me go into the cheapskate people, right? So check it out. Let's just say right now, an average tire you sell at a tire shop business is $45. And that's mounting, balancing, throw away the junk tire, everything included. So, you know, price on that when it comes to the used tires, out here in Cali, if you go to wholesalers, you know, it's about like $17.50 a tire, right? $18.50 a tire, whatever. Plus you got a disposal fee. So we pay a lot in disposal fee. It's really about $4, something like that or something. So you got to think about your cost in the tire, just tire alone is like $22-23. So now you know the rest is like, I guess, profit, right? But you still got to pay the guy who installed it, and of course you got the tire shop. You got to pay rent or mortgage, and then you got the light bill and the taxes on top of that. And I mean, it's a lot of costs, right? Pretty much, but it all goes from the profit, pretty much, right? So now let's just say, if I don't know, let's just call it $20 profit, right? On like, let's just say like 205, 55, 16, just a small tire, right? No big deal. So it used to be like $25 profit. Now after the pandemic and all that, it came like $20 profit, right? So if you were to get, and that's you buying the tire and selling a good tread tire, right? So your mind is, as a businessman, you're thinking about, oh, $20. So if you were to come across free tires that are like low tread, then, and you sell them, let's just say, you know you have a cost of like $5 for the junk, let's just say, whatever it was for, and then you sell for $25, let's just say. So then you still made your $20, right? So, okay, this way you made $20, that way you made $20, but this way I was able to get it for free, and you know, I'm gonna have even more customers because it's way cheaper in price. $25 compared to $45, then it's like I'm gonna get a lot of customers like this, right? But here's the problem with that model. Yes, you do make your $20, but think about the type of customer you're gonna attract. You're gonna attract, you know, one of those cheapskate guys. They're gonna love your service. They're gonna get used to that price, and then they're gonna bring another cheapskate friend, and then they're gonna expect the same deal or something really similar, right? And it's like, oh, you got the cheapest tires in town. So when it comes to this business, you know, you ain't gonna make money on the cheapskates, man. I mean, if you have cheapskate customers, it ain't gonna work. I mean, it's just, you may be able to have money to pay the bills and all that, but you ain't gonna make no profit, man. You ain't gonna invest in real estate, man. Ain't nothing gonna happen. So what I did when I started my own, you know, shop, I pretty much started getting the good quality tires, and I started to, you know, when those cheapskates would come, I'm like, wait, well, that's it, you know, that's the price on the tire, and that's all we have, and that's it, and the cheapskate people would leave, right? Little by little, that's how you kind of kick them out. I mean, you're not kicking them out, but it's like, you can't build a business around with those people. You can't, you know, it ain't gonna work. You have to build a business around, you know, people that have money, that, you know, want a cheap and expensive tire when it comes to what they think is cheap, and put it on fast and out, you know. So it's, you know, work is fast, in and out, got the cars in and out, in and out, in and out, and so like then you can say, oh yeah, you're in the volume business. Now you're like, man, we sold a whole bunch of tires today, and we made a whole bunch of money today. You know, you can't do that with the cheapskates, man. It's, and by the way, now here in Cali, there's a lot less than what they were before. Before, man, it was packed. See, now there's more money here than there was before. So let me tell you, when I was a kid, right? So when I was a kid and my dad would run the business, man, a lot of people didn't have money, man. It was like, damn, that guy don't have money, that guy, and it's like, you know, a bunch of used tires, and we're buying a cheap. We're buying for like $5 a tire and selling for like $25 or whatever. But the cost of throwing away the junk tire was very cheap. I remember it was like $1, you know, like, you know, how much is throw away tires? $1. And I was like, $4 to $5. Someone comes with tires and say, oh, how much throw away these junk tires? I'll be $5 each. And now already, and then I have to get those tires. I have to cut them and then dispose them. That's I think that's like more than $5 actually, because of the labor. But anyways, I just say $5. But so going back to the story, yeah, we would have to we would have to only deal with what we had around the neighborhood, around the area, which was not much income. I mean, back then, even though things were cheaper, a lot of people weren't making money. I mean, you know, nowadays things have advanced so much. There's a lot more work, business. Right here in SoCal, it's kind of like they say, California has its own economy. Like, especially in SoCal, man, there's so much freaking business. A lot of people making a lot of money. So check it out. At the tire shop business, you know, because there's a lot of demand, money has been going up, income has been growing in tire shop businesses. Any of my friends that I talk to, all of them, you know, their incomes have been up, you know, throughout the years. But the cool thing about that is that so has your customers' income. So it's just an economy thing. It's just like, you know, everybody does it better now than they did, like, you know, 20 years ago, 25 years ago. There's more money to be made now. And so back then, I was saying about the Chiefs case, or like the people that just didn't make any much money. Well, now, like, they make more money too, and even your regular customers, like, you know, they make more money. So that means us as a tire shop business, we're able to sell, going from used tires to some to new tires now. Back then it was, you know, nobody wanted to buy new tires, kind of like it was not the norm. But now it went to like people buying new tires first now. They're asking about new tires first, and not even asking about the used ones. So pretty much they're buying a better quality product. And it goes from even like people buying like Chinese tires. I'm saying like even like 10 years ago. So now people are asking about brand name. Oh, do you have something better? They always go. A lot of people are saying, do you have something better? I'm like, oh yeah, here I got this right here. And there's like, oh yeah, I'll take those instead. Goodyears, you know, Hancocks, Bridgestones. I mean, people are like, they can afford the better stuff now. Before they weren't able to do that. Times have changed. Now it's like talking about that worn out $25 tire. I mean, go ahead. People can have all that business right there around here. Let me continue to do my business. We'll sign the new, right? It's times have changed, and it's gonna keep going like that, I think, unless we have an economic collapse, which I highly doubt we have, like another 2008. I do see we're gonna have like a recession, like, you know, things gonna go, you know, drop 20% or something like that, or drop 15%, or, you know, when it comes to home sales or sales in the tire shop business or whatever it is. But they're still gonna be able to afford, like right now they can afford it easy. And let's just say there's like a downturn, they're still gonna be able to afford it, but it's just gonna take like an extra 1 or 2 months for people to afford the tires. So which is gonna be slower sales, and instead of like people buying it like this month, that month, next month, they're still gonna buy the tires, you're still gonna have your customers, but you're gonna, you know, sell the tires like 2 months from now, instead of like right now. That's just the way I see things, and that's just, you know, I feel that's just the way it is. So again, it's not a bad thing. They're still gonna buy the tires from you, but it's just gonna take them a little bit of extra time when that economics, you know, it's gonna come down with the slower downturn, with the recession coming and all that. So, which is again, tire shop people win, tire shop business owners win, you know, employees win, that people are not gonna lose their jobs, right? I mean, only some, very little is gonna drop a little bit when it comes to like maybe one employee less or something, but it's not gonna be a big impact. You're still gonna have your main team. But anyways, it's better to not be able to get a job. Like I was saying in my last video, I'm studying for getting my PNC license. That's property casualty license. That's to sell life insurance, to have another side business. But if I wanted to go in as an employee, there ain't nobody hiring in California right now a brand new agent to go sell you know, car insurance right now. You know, it ain't like that with a tire shop business. You're a new guy, you can still go and go apply for tire shop, and get a job with a tire shop business and go through it, you know, potentially go through the whole like recession coming ahead, still with your job and still making, you know, good money and stuff like that. But that's just the way it is. So, all right, guys, I'll see you guys next time. Mamba out.